Hello everybody, welcome back to our cabin on the Villa V Odyssey, the cruise ship we live on. Now, as you've probably figured out by now, it's time for an Amazon delivery unboxing.
Yeah, these are always fun, and actually the number one question that we get on our channel is, how do you get your Amazon packages? And if you're wondering that even still, we actually did a whole video on that in our first unboxing episode. We go into all the details of how this works, so we won't do that again today, but if you want to know, check out that other episode.
And this is kind of our Amazon delivery boxing 2.0. And the reason why we call it that is because we've learned so much more than the first time that we did this unboxing. There's a lot of learning that has happened, and we figured out what kind of works and what really probably doesn't.
Yeah, the last time we ordered, it was before we had ever come on the ship, and we were actually in even a different room. We had a smaller room then. And then there was a multi-month delay. So this time we've had all the benefit of being on the ship for months before we ordered this, and there's been no delay. It was delivered right here on time in San Diego, actually earlier than we thought. So this time we kind of know what we're getting into, and we know what we needed and why we bought what we bought.
Now, the way we're going to do this is to just pick a random box and open it up together. Now, that sounds kind of chaotic, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? Now, we know some of what we ordered, although we've ordered so much that a lot of it's kind of jumbled in our heads, but we certainly don't know what box is in most of the time. So we're going to pick a box and open it together. Some will be really fun and interesting, others will be kind of mundane, but like that's part of the fun of it all.
Yeah, so let's get started.
Okay, here is the first box that we're gonna open. I chose this one because it says home and garden, and I can't imagine, well, maybe I have a little bit of an imagination of what would be classified as home and garden.
I can only think of one thing.
Yeah, and if it is what that is, then that's kind of fun. So let's take a look.
It's well taped. And by the way, folks ask us, do you recycle all of this cardboard? Yes, the ship recycles all the cardboard, and thankfully so, because it's a lot of cardboard.
It's a great question. We do try to be as environmentally conscious as we can.
We break it all down, they take it out and recycle it.
It feels, is that what it is?
Yep.
I didn't know it was white.
That's what it is.
Oh,
I didn't either,
very
actually.
cool. So tell folks what this is.
This is a hammock.
It's a hammock.
Yet it is white, and we do have a whole all-white balcony with no color whatsoever, which gets talked about a lot, but it's pretty white.
So you specifically wanted a white one?
No, I actually bought what was available and what would fit.
Okay.
So
we'll have to keep it clean.
This is white canvas. You can put some pillows on it, I guess, if you want. But anyway, this is a hammock. We talked for a while about, do we get a hammock or not? A lot of the folks on our video where we asked you for feedback said you got to get a hammock. He's been wanting one.
Yeah, so I have to say thank you because I really wanted the hammock. He was a little iffy about it, but the community won out.
Oh, cool. Look. So it's, so it's got,
cool.
You know, you hang it up.
Oh, I see.
And it is cotton, but I guess that works somehow. So that's pretty cool. And it's in this nifty little bag. So yeah, I guess maybe even today or shortly, we'll have a hammock on the balcony.
And remember, we have a pretty large balcony, and we do have some places where we can hang things. So we think the span will be just perfect. And on those sea days, we'll be out there on our hammock.
Virgin Cruises have hammocks on the balcony.
They look cool.
People love them, right? I've had a friend that did that. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. I was concerned he was going to fall off the balcony in a...
Which still may happen.
Could happen, but I guess, you know, if that happens, I'll get the hammock.
Good job.
Okay, we have a hammock. That's great.
Okay,
What's
next. Let me get this box out of the way.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, we'll just...
Someone heavy?
We'll take this. We'll take this.
Okay, Amazon, and I think you all know the ship receives these for us in Florida, and then they consolidate them. So even though you're looking at a lot of boxes, of course, these came in even more smaller boxes that they actually take and consolidate into these.
And
So,
we really appreciate the crew members who all like
Yes.
hands on deck, and they help take all of these boxes out of the trucks and onto the ship.
we have an amazing crew on this ship. Lovely crew.
Now, I chose this box. I have no idea what's in it. There's no identifiable information.
Amazon.
Oh, there's several boxes in here. There must be
What is
two of
this?
the same things.
4-piece set round. These are the legs for the nightstands.
Nice.
So-
Okay, this is really exciting.
Yeah.
So we have two nice stands on either side. They came with the cabin with the ship, but we find that the night tables are too low, and part of that is because we've raised the bed with some bed risers. So we thought, well, do we need to buy new nightstands, or is there something that we could do to raise the nightstands? And you came up with this great idea.
We came up with this because I think somewhere in here there's even higher bed risers than we have now. We heard from some folks that we can get a little more room than we have. So these are 12 inches. So this is going to raise the nightstands a foot.
Okay.
And there's 4 and 4.
Nice. And let's not open this just yet, because we have this idea that maybe we'll do another video that's kind of dedicated to like the first wave of redecorating that we're
that's a good
doing
idea.
in the
Yeah.
cabin, because you guys gave us some amazing ideas, and we want to show our appreciation and our love and show you that we're really taking that to heart
Very
and taking
seriously.
it to the next level.
And some great ideas, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ideas. And we so appreciate that.
Let's go with this little one next.
It says magnet.
Oh, it says magnet. Well, and you know, with all these metal walls, anything with the
Magnets are your
magnets
friend.
are just amazing. Lots of little things in here. Any ideas?
No clue. Ape hanging basket, no rust. These are oh, you know what this is? This
If
is
we want
the
hanging baskets?
no.
Okay. It's little hooks
These are
with chains.
You told me to buy chains. for
I
something.
did. This was my idea. So, as you get to know me, you'll know that I have these like brainstorms of little ideas on how to innovate and do something like really different, to come at it from a unique angle. I got it from living on a farm, and you always have to think of new things. And I had a great idea. I just can't remember what that idea is right now.
Well, we have plenty of them.
If I remember what it is.
You really don't remember what
I
this
don't
was
remember.
for?
I know it was
You told me
brilliant.
you specified
I
this
did,
to the
this
letter.
exact thing.
Okay.
Because I was going to hook it to something.
Now you
I'm
know
sure
what
it
it's
was
like
really good.
to be me.
Yeah, that
No.
is true. All right.
It's all good.
You were right about
that. I would
that.
not trade.
I found these, and I thought this was really cool. You tell the story then.
Okay, so we talked about, and we're still thinking about renting our cabin when we leave the ship for an extended amount of time. And you may know we put it on Villa V Rentals. Then they changed the itinerary for Japan, right? And for what's upcoming.
Yeah.
So
they
when-
extended Japan
they
like
extended
quite
it
a
like
bit.
a lot. So when we thought we were going to be off the ship and we were going to then rent it, we decided to stay on the ship. So, but when we ordered this stuff, we were getting ready for rentals, and we're still kind of ready for rentals. But as you can see, you know, we've got limited amount of storage and stuff. So these are actually child safety locks. But what we thought we would do is in a small number of the drawers, I think it was this drawer or something you were going to do.
yes, it was.
Yeah. We're going to put these on so we can leave stuff in there. We can lock this up and then rent the cabin, but have it secure.
Yeah,
So that's what these are.
Let me explain it just a bit. So it is two base pieces connected by a metal wire. You put this on the door and this on, or this on the door and this on the base, and then there's a lock here. And you can lock and unlock as you go. Take the key with you. It's all secure.
Okay.
And something else, swivel magnetic hooks.
Well, as we've talked about, magnetic hooks are your friend. These are more the ones we already had. So we have some of these. These are these. And let me tell you, these suckers will hold He had to show
Okay,
me.
yeah, I got a story, and this just happened yesterday.
Yesterday.
So
It's still bleeding.
We have so many magnets, right? And we found like the strongest magnets that have like 130
These things are barely
pound
legal.
pull. And I took two of them off the wall, and I brought them close together, and the pull was so strong, it snapped together, and it caught my skin
Oh my
in
God.
between the two magnets, and I've lost that skin. So I have a little Band-Aid
So
here.
I come home from the gym and all this has gone down. He's
There's
like, do you have a
blood.
Band-Aid?
Since we had that interesting story, we're going to mention one other thing. So most of the stuff that we have that we're sharing with you got delivered through Amazon, but there were a few things that we actually brought with us in our luggage. And so we're going to share just a couple of those with you. So one of the things was this little baby. So this is actually a wallet. I had this really big wallet and I was carrying around with me in every port, and it was thick and heavy, and I was always worried that it was going to get stolen. This is a very streamlined, small wallet that you just put in a couple of cards, credit cards and stuff. And then it's magnetic, and it connects to your iPhone, and it's MagnaSafe case. So it goes right onto that, and then it's very streamlined, and now you have your phone and your wallet, and you just put it in there. Now, one of the more important pieces of this is that there's a slot here for our key card for our room. And that's been a difficult thing. You have to carry that with you all the time. But one of the challenges of the key cards is they get demagnetized very easily. So, and anytime it was anywhere near my phone or even my AirPods, it would get demagnetized.
Yeah.
So I had to find one that had anti-degaussing material. So what that means is it blocks the magnet from the phone so it doesn't demagnetize your key cards. And it's been a few days, but it works.
And it's working.
Now, I'll leave a link to this in the description to our Amazon store, and make sure that this is on that. And any of the other things that we talk about today, we'll have that in their store. If we don't have it in there, let us know and we'll make sure and put it in there.
And that was a find.
You got one too, because you liked it.
I bought one. After he got his, I bought one just like it. So, but the thing is, I had the original Apple MagSafe wallet, the OEM one from Apple, and it was so small.
And not a very strong magnet.
And not a very strong magnet. So this one, they actually advertise it's multi-times stronger than the Apple one, and it has all this cool stuff. Did you show them how it opens? It opens.
Yeah, it opens
so
like
you can,
this.
you know, the one I had was just this little flat thing that was almost just the card carrier. So I actually have cash in mine. I've got a driver's license, credit cards, the whole thing. So these are really cool. Okay, and staying on the magnetic theme, this we brought with us because we had bought them to try them before we came home. So we had them delivered in DC. These are hooks that are magnetized, and on the back of our door for our bathroom we hang our towels, and we have more about that in a minute. But the little pegs they had up there, they kept falling off, so we wanted something with more of a hook, and we found these, and they're awesome. These things have got tons of power too, so keep your fingers away from these.
Even wet towels, it manages to hold that up.
Yeah, so we got two of these, and you're going to put those on the website, on the
I'll make sure.
Okay,
boxes.
back to the boxes.
All right.
What's next?
Here's a big box.
Don't cut yourself.
Oh, okay. This feels like sheets, maybe?
King of Cloth, Levinson Textile Company. Oh, this is the new bed skirt.
Oh.
So, and we're going to see how this one works. It's another Amazon. But anyway, we are going to raise, hopefully in here somewhere, there are more bed raisers so we can have some more height underneath the bed. And of course, that requires a bigger, longer bed skirt. So this is the bed skirt. It was highly recommended, but we'll see.
All right, look forward to it.
There you go, bed skirt. That's going to be fun to put on.
Crest strips.
Crepes strips.
So some of the
Because when
things are
you
more
get old
limited.
and drink a lot of coffee and you
Yes.
drink a lot of wine,
And we drink a lot of coffee and wine on this show.
And we
As
do.
you can imagine.
you need them. Now, I'm sensitive, so I have to have sensitive and gentle.
Oh.
You don't have to have those,
Very
but
nice.
I bought this for me. And it works.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, your razors.
Ah.
Oh, it's my razors.
Oh, it's your razors.
Gillette razors.
Okay, we get them in bulk. You
Yeah,
go
we
on
get them in
Amazon,
bulk
saves
because
you a ton of
obviously
money.
we're going to be on the ship a long time, and we don't want to mess those up. So razors.
Okay. Some sort of filter
Oh, this is an air filter.
for.
This is a
Oh,
this is an air
okay, for this
purifier.
thing.
So, you know, it's a small space, and we decided we would try an air purifier. We have them at home. We do rabbit air at home, which are great, by the way, if you've never tried those. But we have those here. I bought this one. It's well ranked, and it met the spec of the ship.
Yeah, we have very strict
Specs.
pretty strict
And it's small.
specifications for how much wattage any particular thing you buy can
Yeah.
pull, and this met the requirements for
Yep.
that. So we're gonna have good clear
Air.
in here.
Just got to figure out where to put it.
Okay, and you got two backup
backup
filters to go with
things.
that,
And that's something else. What is that?
else.
Sold as a set. Maybe this
Can you get that
goes.
one?
These are cotton balls. Cotton,
Oh,
you know,
nice.
to wash face with.
All right.
Okay, we have plenty of
Okay,
those.
now I have to ask you about this. You have a problem. More cable ties?
You're the one that asked me to buy bigger ones.
Oh, this was me.
This was you. It was probably related to that chain thing that you've forgotten about. So we had, these are, yeah, I mean, listen, folks, if somebody disappears, it wasn't us. This is not for, malintentioned purposes.
No, that.
What were you going
go-
to use these for?
To go back to a previous episode, he has an obsession about like order and
I do.
things, and especially about loose cables. And with all my electronics, they're everywhere.
Maybe that's chains.
So we bought.
But you
more.
asked for these, but you said I need longer ones than what I had because I have 100 shorter ones probably already in there. I have those Velcro strips. Anyway,
don't
this was
know.
your request. Again, probably
Okay.
related to the
Mea
four
culpa.
mini chains back there.
Well, thank you. Okay, next box.
Next box.
Oh, this is a heavy one.
Here.
Ah,
What is that?
wow.
Oh, deodorant.
We are going to be smelling
We are not going to stink.
good.
Okay. Again, we're going to be gone for months and months and months. And, you got to have what you like.
Right.
So when we get over to Japan, I'm not sure what I'd be buying. Okay, deodorant.
And in addition to deodorant,
Your shaving cream. I don't use this.
You
this
don't
is
use that one.
I don't use this one. That's yours.
what
Your
do you
shaving
use? I'm sure it's very fancy.
cream. Jack Black, which
Very
is
nice.
the best.
Is it?
Jack Black Shave Lube, it's called. It's really good. Okay,
I like
foamy stuff.
stuff. Okay.
Okay.
And this
That's
is
toner.
And folks, as you get older, you have to take care of your skin. And as you travel from port to port in all kinds of environments, you need to really extra take care of your skin. So we make
My
sure we do that.
dermatologist told me to use this. I didn't use it for my whole life. And listen, with all this work, it's tough looking like this at our age. So you got to try all you can. But the dermatologist did tell me this was important. I was always told it didn't matter.
A toner?
A toner didn't matter.
Yeah, it took me a few years to realize it's probably a good thing. Should I show this?
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah. Some of the ports are going to be rougher than
Oh
others,
God. Yeah. I wish
Okay.
I'd have had these in Santiago.
too. We swear by these.
Earplugs.
When you travel, you
Oh
gotta
my
have
God.
earplugs.
We take these everywhere, and I like this brand. Earplugs, just because life's noisy, and we go to all these places. Sometimes you just never know. Street noise, people next door, that kind of stuff. So, there we go. And the good news for me is I only have to use one because I'm totally deaf in one ear. So I save 50% on earplugs.
And I get extra. And one last thing, it looks like
This is a it's got USB, it's an extension cord, and it's got all kind of USBs, but I like this one because it had more plugs on it. Some of the ones we have less plugs and no few USBs. And for some reason we decided we needed plugs.
Important note for being on this ship, you can't have extension cords that have surge protectors on it.
Yeah, those are not allowed.
None of ours have that.
Those are a fire hazard. So all of this stuff is cruise approved, and you have to really pay attention to that. What's next, Doctor?
Let's do this one. Another big box.
Mouthwash. So you talk about stuff you can't bring in your luggage. We came from DC, but obviously this is really heavy. So, have it delivered here, put it on the ship. So there's mouthwash.
And as we age, we need to take care of our skin.
Lotion. Body lotion. Gotta have it.
Olay,
gotta have it.
good stuff.
Acetaminophen, because you give me a headache.
Ooh, extra size.
More lotion.
All right. So next, I wanted to mention what this is. So the name's on it, so I know exactly what it is. But it takes a little bit of an explanation. So one of the things we hear from you guys a lot is that whenever we film, we have a small cabin. There's only so many places we can film and so many angles. And some of you find the angles quite boring. And
we get it.
When we get it. And we don't want to go out on the ship and film because you can't control that environment. There's always just too much noise and it's too difficult to carry equipment and everything there. So I was thinking, what I've always wanted to try?
A green screen.
A green screen. Wouldn't that be fun? So what that does is you put it against your backdrop and then you can superimpose any kind of image behind it. So, what's important is what you say and how we talk to you. That's the important thing. But if we have a little something in the background to frame that could be fun, and we can mix it up a little bit. We're going to try to make it not too distracting. If it gets too distracting, let us know. But let's experiment with it and see where it goes.
Just like in the movies.
Just like in the movies.
RuPaul. They always have a green.
Did you ever see those episodes?
RuPaul.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You have to be there.
So stay tuned. Yeah, we'll see. You're excited about this.
I am excited about it. Okay.
Maybe those chains are for this. I think those chains are to hold this thing up.
That's what it's for. Okay, so one of the things you could do is you can put it on a pole to hold it behind you, or you can hang it from the ceiling. But normally you need like hooks on a ceiling that you can drill into.
Yeah.
But I found really strong magnets.
That's what those magnets are for.
And then the chains will then hold the green screen really flat and really pretty. So, yeah.
And I'm the one that remembered it.
And he remembered. That's why we make a good
telling
team.
you, New York Times, every morning, you'll hopefully never get memory issues.
Nice. Okay, so we got another box. Oh, I see something about throw pillow. You'll know that.
Throw pillow covers, pack of 2, and throw pillow inserts, pack of 2. So the idea here is the gold pillows.
I like the gold pillows.
Well, they go with the gold curtains.
What do the folks say? Do they like the gold pillows?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, no. Okay.
So these, as you can see, they're
a little
kind of texture, and they're obviously more neutral. If I don't ever see this gold stuff again, it'd be fine.
I guess we
with
have
me.
to break it up a little.
So the notion of, now it may be going so neutral that it gets boring, but it'll be better than this. It kind of goes. So we'll see.
We'll have to bring a pop of color
We'll
somewhere.
have to do something. But these, they're getting on me. And these are 2 pillows to replace, I don't know if y'all can see it behind us, but those gold pillows you see on the thing. And by the way, somebody did tell us to get rid of the 1980s little gold quilt that goes on the end of the bed, and I removed it. We're not using that anymore.
Oh, you did, didn't
It did
you?
match the curtains.
And I'm glad you said that. It makes sense. For a while there, I was thinking, oh, that's kind of cute, but then I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense. So
yeah.
Good feedback.
We also got the feedback on the black pillows breaking everything up, but he won't let me get rid of the back pillows yet. The study pillows.
Oh, no, I love those.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to have to explain this one to me because I didn't get the memo that we were doing this.
This is a let's see what happens.
Oh,
okay.
one of those.
This is
Wallpaper.
Peel and stick wallpaper. Okay.
And where is this going?
It can go a variety of places. So a few folks said, hey, think about doing your bathroom. A few folks said, you may want to cover different pieces. And so I found this. I can tell from the look on your face that you're not buying
you're
it.
going to have to sell me
But
on this one. And it's gold.
I know, but it's a kind of a cool gold, so I thought that was
Well, it would
okay.
fit, I guess.
So, it gives a little, gives a little modern kind of mid-century deal, but it wasn't that expensive, and I thought, now, we did get a really cool idea. We wouldn't do it with this, but somebody recommended that all these brass fixtures in here, you can cover those with vinyl, like if you want to, and that will get rid of the old brass finish, but you can keep the thing. So we bought this. We'll see if it works.
I appreciate the experimental thinking. Let's see.
And this is a wallpaper kit. So
and
this is one of those things I bought, frankly, after a glass of wine or two.
Okay, that may explain a thing or two.
There may be another one, so we'll just see how that goes.
Have you ever put wallpaper up, or is this one of those things that Chris figures out?
No, but I don't know if we're going to tag this, but this was not expensive.
Okay.
So I thought, go for it.
Let's go for it.
We'll try it. Okay. All right. Wow. What's next?
Okay, next we have. Oh, that's one of my little
that's
technological things. Okay, so I will spare you looking at. Well, let's look at it because I want to see what it is. All right, let me explain. So, to do the YouTube videos, you have to invest in like the best technology, right? So I got a beast of a laptop. It's an Alienware M18, and it is so powerful that it generates all this heat, and it can overheat. So I may need it's called a laptop cooler. So you put it underneath your laptop, and it sucks all the hot air and cools your laptop so it doesn't overheat. Now, you're probably going to hate this because it looks kind of chunky. I'm not sure how attractive that will be.
Withhold judgment.
Okay.
What I will tell you is that laptop, it's like the computers I worked on in the 80s. It's got that much processing power, and this room heats up like a steam room. So if it helps that, now here's what I might do though. I'm covering my wallpaper.
Oh, no. Oh, this looks cool.
Dude.
What is this?
Oh, this is the patio box. So a lot of you gave us this idea. Put a box on the patio that's weatherproof. And the idea was we're going to take this hammock up and down.
Yeah.
And maybe the pillows that we put out there as well. This can be secured to the floor with industrial Velcro. Now, this is a box. I don't know.
Is it? Okay,
it's supposed to be. So, and then it's small, so it's not, we had a huge one at our house, but it's not like that. And it's weatherproof, waterproof, and all this stuff. And instead of trying to put all this stuff from the balcony inside, we can put it out there.
Okay.
I definitely have the room.
I like it. I will have to figure out if the color works, but I think it would.
I think
it would.
And I also, it's the only color they had except for white, and I don't want more white. So,
and the thing about being on the balcony is that you have to secure anything that's there because, the wind can just whip it away. Really
but if it's full of stuff, maybe it'd be weighted anyway.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe we can weight something there.
But the other thing I thought was we have that really terrible table. This might work as a tabletop.
I like. Multifunction, always great in a cruise ship cabin.
We'll see.
Now, this is exciting.
We know what this is.
Okay, so this is really cool. We had this idea. We were, maybe some of our folks had this idea. I'm not sure.
We had it, and we also got a lot of feedback on this idea. Yeah.
So when we were touring the cabin and going through our bathroom and trying to get ideas from you, one of the suggestions was that we have all of this extra wall space, and that maybe we could just find a mirror cabinet and put it up there.
Like a medicine cabinet.
A medicine cabinet.
Well, Shazam, we did it. Actually, 2 of them. And again, we had to go to the contact online from the company to get it approved. And she went to the staff captain, right? It had to be approved. All this stuff's got to be approved. And we got approval from the staff captain, not only to order it, but to install it.
Okay. Now, it looks deep, so it'll be interesting to see how that works in the space. But we'll have to stay tuned. So we'll do it on that other video. We'll reveal it on the other video. maybe it'll be up by then and you can tell us what you think. But if it works, it'll give us a lot more storage in that
I think
bathroom.
it'll be okay. And there's another one of those. So that one is the small one, and I think that one over there is the big one.
Oh, there are 2 different sizes.
There's 2.
Oh, lovely.
So we have the same cabinet in 2 sizes. One goes where the towel rack is, and one goes where all those magnetic things are.
Lovely.
This one, no clue.
Oh, it looks like a lot
Oh,
of
this is a
things.
consolidation. This is where they...
Oh, another USB fan.
Oh, the USB fan.
Why did we get that?
This one clips. So when we're in the gym, it clips on the Peloton. This one is geared to clip on the Peloton because we're against those windows and it gets hot
I was
in the
thinking
gym.
that today. Look at you.
So this one was also something I was considering and had in my cart and didn't realize I bought. So I was doing a little,
That's some really
but I'm
good
actually glad I
flexible
got
thinking.
this.
Yeah.
This one, it's almost just like the one over there, but see how it clips, and it's designed to clip on a Peloton.
Yeah, I've been getting so hot on the Peloton and there's no air. Look at
about
you.
that. And it's USB.
Very impressive.
I'm excited. I accidentally bought that.
You accidentally bought it?
Like I said, I think it was in the same cart with that table, but.
Jack.
Okay, you ask what shaving cream I use. I use Jack Black Beard Lube. This stuff's really great. It's creamy, right? It doesn't foam. I don't like foam.
I like that.
But it's not inexpensive, but I think it's great. I've been using it forever, and they don't pay us to say that, but I really like it. It's best, in my opinion, in these big pumps because it's a lot cheaper. So I have 3 of those. So that's Mike's shaving cream.
What's that? Oh, loofahs. Oh, yes. Nice.
These are those loofahs you use.
Right. It's the plastic
take a shower.
loofahs to shower with, and they're really good on your skin. They help with exfoliation.
Yeah, they're great.
And you got 2 of these.
2 of those. Because we're going to be gone for 10 months.
Yeah. Oh, this is
got
heavy.
in there?
So give me a second.
Okay. You going to help me? These are the...
What's this?
Okay, this is what I've been predicting that hasn't yet come up. These are shelves to go in the closet on top of the shelf. So we have a shelf right now, and then we have, the top.
And all the space.
And all the, we use up to about here. So this shelf, which is adjustable, by the way, these are really nice.
Yeah. So it will turn one shelf into 2.
Yeah,
or
we'll have
2
stuff
shelves into 4.
underneath and then stuff up here. And we had measured, so hopefully everything's right. So I think I have 5 of these. You may
Oh,
see
I'm
5 of
really
these.
looking forward to this.
This is going to make a difference. A lot of you talked to us about this on the decorating episode.
You got to help me get this into the Amazon store. Like, we got to do that.
If these work out,
'Cause
we'll tell you how it goes.
that's really cool.
I will tell you they were huge on Amazon. And listen, they're heavy. You can buy this kind of stuff and it's cheap or rickety.
Right, yeah, it was
And
much more substantial
these
than I
are
expected.
very adjustable. They weren't inexpensive, but you're not going to break the bank. And I think you're going to buy them once if you buy them. So, okay, I'm excited about
Good
these.
job.
And this is a new shoe rack. We have had many, many, many failed attempts on shoe racks.
Yeah.
So we had one. No, we bought 2 and they wouldn't fit. Then we have the one that we've got now.
We got it in Panama City.
Got it in Panama City. You may have seen that in the video. It keeps falling apart. So we're just throwing our shoes. We're not using it. So hopefully this one is going to remedy the shoe.
Yeah, you did a lot of
situation.
research on this
Oh,
one,
Lord.
which was terrific. And it feels more weighty and substantial
We'll see.
than what we have. So
The one we have now, it just keeps like the ends fall off the shelf, and so it's not.
Okay.
What is that?
So you put these together, I suspect?
I reckon. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the shoe rack. Stay tuned on shoe rack
Oh, I like that.
5.0.
It's flat and there's lots of surface space. The others, it just wasn't. It was
That's why I bought this
narrow.
one. That's right. The one we have now, it's got like these 2 bars, and your shoes go there, and they're always falling apart. So between that and the ends falling off, it's a heyday in there.
job.
So this one is, I think this one's gonna be good. Happy.
Yes, very.
And when you live on a ship this small and you got this limited amount of space, stuff like that goes a long way. It's like
Yeah.
these magnets. They really do go a long way. Okay. What else? this. Is this the last one?
No,
that's the hammock box. Oh, we've got the other.
Oh, that and then
Oh,
this.
and then this one.
Oh,
Okay.
but that's another.
That's the other the medicine box.
Okay.
Medicine cabinet.
All right, we have a very large box
is,
here. We have a smaller box in here. Yeah.
I'm afraid to show some of the. Oh, Tide stick. We are constantly getting stuff on our shirts.
Yeah.
So these little things work. You know, the little spot remover.
Like wine stains, perhaps.
No, or gravy.
No, you would be the
Gravy.
wine stain, I'd be the
You'd be the
gravy
gravy.
stain.
So hopefully those are going to work. They're working home. The thing about it is when somebody else is doing your laundry, stuff like spots and stuff are harder to deal with. So hoping that's going to help. My goodness gracious.
Looks interesting.
I have no idea what that is, dude. Oh, these are the bed risers. So
Bed risers.
these bed risers, and the way they work is like
you can
that.
stack them?
Well, to get the height we want, which is this height, you stack them. Or of course you can do without the stack.
That is cool.
That's what these are designed to do.
Good find.
That's cool. So these are going to raise the bed a lot.
I love them.
Okay. And these are well ranked. These were well recommended on Amazon. That might be more of them. I don't know how many I had to.
This
I think I had
feels
to buy
different.
2 sets, maybe. What's that?
Oh, more
More of those shelves.
Shelves.
So this is more of those shelves like we were just talking about to raise the space.
And there'll be the other
Closet.
risers.
4-pack something.
I think those are the other risers.
Oh, these are the other risers. Okay.
We have one last thing left. Can you catch?
I think we've done okay so far.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this?
Okay, so let's see.
Okay. So can you imagine what this is, friends and family out there?
Let me go this way.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to give you just a little tease. Because as you know, part of our family has been Alice, the painting behind us.
Yeah.
And it has really divided the community in a serious way. Some of you absolutely love it, and some of you absolutely abhor it and want us to change it. So Michael did a lot of great shopping. He's good at going to all the art sites. And he narrowed it down for us, and we chose a painting to buy and have it shipped here. And it's in here. We're not going to show it to you. Like I said, we're going to probably do it on another video, but tell them a little bit about it. Not too much.
So yeah, Alice, and listen, people love Alice, but we are going to get Alice to a new home. There's been a lot of recommendations that people say, well, take a picture of Alice or take a piece of Alice and frame it and keep it in the room, because she is a big part of the channel and the experience here. So some kind of little reminder of Alice is probably what we're going to do. So we'll talk about that later.
And let me say about the rehoming. So I told you the story once that this lady emailed us and said that she was an English literature professor, and she was coming to be on the ship, and she wanted us to keep Alice for her.
Yeah.
We met
ran
her.
into her.
We ran into her, and she says, I'm the one who wants Alice. So she's a lovely lady, and
She really
we'll keep
is.
our promises.
Yeah, we will. We
All
will.
right. Anything
Okay,
else?
so anyway, we've decided to replace Alice. Alice is not, if you've seen our other video of our home, this is not exactly our style. And we wanted to change it. And so you can imagine that's a kind of a specific size over there in terms of the way it's built. And so we went looking, and after a long search, of course we have a very specific style we like. And I found this piece in a gallery in London, and it's a French artist that she's been dead, I don't know, 20 or 30 years, but it actually came from her estate. So this piece was in the artist's personal collection, and they were liquidating it. And I found it, and we went back and forth. We had 3 or 4 pieces that we were bidding on, and this one wound up becoming the one. So it's very much more our style. It's got a really cool story behind it, and I love the fact that it was one of her personal pieces. It was really cool, and I won't spoil it, but it's of something that we love in terms of the content. So stay tuned.
Yeah, we look forward to showing it to you. And with that, I think it's time for us to dig ourselves out of these boxes and just move on. So we hope you've enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments what you thought. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And we hope you enjoyed it.
Love it having you here, and we'll see you soon.